Hi.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Frida Says podcast. I'm Frida. I don't know, am I supposed to introduce myself in every episode?
I
It's
feel like
getting
it's
old.
cool. No, I have to assume you're always getting new listeners.
Hi, my name is Frida. And if you're new here, thank you for joining us. I have our regular
Yes, I'm now a regular,
ODD.
guys.
ODD.
A regular now.
Yeah.
Those of you who were with us in my first episode, I prophesied this.
Yes,
I
he did.
manifested this.
Yes, he did.
And here we are.
Here we are. I mean, what you manifested was a step further, so you can say your manifestation is not yet complete.
The process. Trust the process, guys.
Every process.
So, for those of you who are, regulars here, there's different formats in which we do these things.
Yeah.
First time we had a structured topic, but the second time around we tried something fun. I tried testing my co-hostability, guys. Like,
Okay.
I'm steady on my co-host audition here, guys. So I had a couple questions. I was the one who sort of directed. I'll probably get credits on that episode. Stay tuned. So yeah, we're going to try something like that again, but where I am more intentional about, giving us a direction. So we're going to do things the way I like them.
Lead us.
Not into temptation. Maybe about that.
Lead us.
All right, guys. So
what do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about our host because,
well, to be fair, I told him, I said don't do that.
Brothers and sisters,
I said don't do that.
We're talking about the host today.
I said don't do that.
I think it's very important for context, guys. I learned something wild today.
Okay. I'm kind of worried.
So. I feel like you guys who listen, our host is very adept at talking about her feelings. Right? That's cool. Like, you tell us about things that happen. You tell us how you process them, etc., etc.
I don't know if I've explicitly done that on this podcast, but yes, I mean it is in like my experience. It is in an experience of me. Yes.
So we're going to do something a little different this time.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about.
I'm actually panting. Like, my heart's actually beating out of my fucking chest. I don't know where you're taking me.
The time we go, I don't know. All right, so yeah,
okay.
We talk a lot about how things make us feel on this pod. We talk about how we handle things, but the slightly different thing we're going to do this time is we're going to personalize them.
Interesting.
Because, guys, like I said, I learned something fascinating today, right? And it's not necessarily a coping mechanism, but there's this thing your gracious host does where she tends to dissociate.
Okay.
Are you about to? Do you want to be?
No, I want to hear where you're going.
No objection, Your Honor.
No.
All right. So she tends to dissociate when things feel a little too close, and then when she has put a buffer between an experience and herself, she can now start using first person again. But like the second is getting too personal.
Yeah.
You suddenly hear switches in.
So what exactly is your question though? Because you have to ask me directly. If not, I'm not going to give you an answer.
You see, guys, it sounds like what? This is a dissociation.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that's the context for the initial segments we're going to be on. So they are going to sound like really specific questions.
Okay.
Right? So the very first one, and remember, you're not allowed to dissociate. You're not allowed to draw any parallels with anything.
Okay, Grace. We're going to find out how good I am at dodging things.
Maybe we should hold this woman accountable.
Okay.
So, what do you want?
Interesting. What do you mean? What I want? Like how? Out of what?
Dodge counter, that's one.
No. What do you mean by what do I want? Like what I want out of life?
Yeah, you can break it up into segments. Like, oh, this is what I want in general. This is what I want.
Okay.
Vocationally speaking, this is what I want romantically. Like, you can break it down if you want to. You can touch on whatever you want to. We just want to hear you speak about yourself, not about the idea you have of you. Like, who is Kachi? Who is Frida? What exactly does Frida say, guys?
Interesting. I feel like I'm arrested. I feel like arrested. I feel like you. I feel like I feel
The handcuffs are on them.
What do I want? I'll start small, right? I'll take it easy. I mean, I want this podcast to work.
Okay.
I don't want to like be bored of it eventually. Um, I want my own house. I guess I want my friends in my house to. Um, I want to be surrounded by people I care about, doing things I care about, whatever that is at any point in time. Like I always want to be in touch with what I want, and I want to like know exactly what I fucking want. Right? I want to like, yeah, yeah. So I think that's valid. I can't come at me for that. I wasn't even trying to be anything. I want to know undoubtedly that this is what I want as well. So
Okay, you know what? Good answer.
thank you.
Good answer.
It doesn't feel like I wanted to say, just feel like you're satisfied with my answer, but then like I don't know.
Doesn't feel like I was satisfied with your
Like, are you
answer.
satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, we'll come back to it, guys.
Okay.
So the point of this isn't supposed to be good answers or bad answers, right?
Oh
It's supposed to
yeah,
be
my
real answers,
answers.
your answers.
Yeah,
So yeah, my satisfaction or lack thereof
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. If it feels like yeah, it's your answer. I'm
No,
like,
that's not. But that's not where I'm coming from. Though I'm just
where are
like
you
you,
coming
just
from?
dosing. Like I want to
I'm
know what
not, but
is
I'm
doing
professional
you.
enough to
I
to
just want to know what's
isolate.
doing you. Okay.
Okay, you know what, guys?
Okay.
It's cool. It's
It's
cool.
fine. You said we'll get back to it, so get back
We'll
to
get
it.
back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. So, guys, from this question, you can kind of see where we're taking this. The initial question was, what do you want? The follow up question now is, what do you think you should want? Because we need to
A house and
acknowledge.
3 kids.
Yeah.
A house and 3 kids. I think I should want to be satisfied with bare minimum.
So, a house and 3 kids is the bare minimum.
Yeah. If like that's all I am, or if that's all I'm being bred to be, the what I should want is probably a family or something, which I do want, but like it's not like things that take precedence yet.
So, what takes precedence?
I just so me, I take precedence.
All right, guys. So, now that we've covered what you want and what you think you should want, the final question in this segment is kind of simple, but you might have to think about it a bit.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with the middle ground between what you actually want and what you think you should want? Do you even think there should be middle ground? Do you think what you should want or what you think you should want should be taken into? Do you think is relevant, basically?
What I want,
What you think you
absolutely.
should
What I
want?
think I should want, yes. I think to an extent, some of it is relevant. I forgot to add that, like, I also think that, like, I'm expected to be successful, but in a certain way or through a certain means, right? I
Enlighten
forgot to,
us.
like, by doing like textbook things, finish NYC, get a job, or work for my dad, or like, yeah, like just like find like a conventional life. You get like kind of like an ordinary life. But I have no problem with ordinary things though. But just like I guess how I'm experiencing those ordinary things. So that was something I missed out, like how I'm supposed I think like there's an expected way for me to succeed, or there's like an expected definition already placed on what my success would look like. Like nobody I don't think anybody's imagining like me being like whatever it is that I'm becoming now as like the blueprint for like what like this 22-year-old Igbo girl in a Catholic household with like the kind of parents that she has and family that she has would want.
And how does that make you feel? Like, now this is the rare opportunity we have, guys. This is a rare opportunity we have
Yeah,
to
it is
really
actually.
delve into this thing, because now you've explained how you perceive it. You've explained to us that you are aware of it. But how does it make you feel?
Um, I feel like I've struggled with it a lot. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it's something I've always known. I've always carried like two distinct wants inside me. Like the want that I think is natural to like make your family proud of you, doing the things that they would like you to do for yourself so that they can feel like they did a good job. And then like with the ones I have that seem to be like, in direct opposition to what they want for me, or just like not the greater picture. I don't think that my parents wouldn't be happy for me if I became any type of success, but then like I know that like some will be harder to swallow. Does that make sense? So I have to carry that because like I've decided that I love them, right? Saying that way is funny,
I've
but like I
decided
have
I
decided
love
that I
them.
do. Like it's kind of like just what it is, right? But like also acknowledging that also means that like knowing that like what I do, how I choose to live my life, in not everywhere. I feel like in a lot of places they'll be proud, like but then like there's some things that matter to them that don't matter to me and are not important for me in the grand scheme of things. I hate the fact that I'm always talking about my parents on this podcast. It's so weird. It's like I have parent issues.
Parent issues is crazy. Not mommy issues, not daddy issues, guys.
Yeah, parent
Parent issues.
issues.
Well,
Because I see the merits in the things that they want. I guess that's just why it's hard. Like I get where they are coming from. Always, I get it. So yeah,
to be fair, I think that's kind of the highest praise we can give our parents right now. Like, I see where you're coming
coming
from.
from
Where it's like, oh, I don't think you're illogical, or I don't think you
yeah.
hate me. Like, I can actually see it. I don't agree with you, but
But
yeah, I see the
yeah, I can
reason.
see how you would. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll see how this looks like stability to you, and like as imprisonment to
to me.
me.
And it's okay. I agree to disagree. Different times,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
What's your next question, please? Can we move on?
But yeah, so yeah, that's all for the first segment. Actually, I just wanted everybody to get a, because I don't think everybody would be able to pick it up. And this is like a call out to all our listeners, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very important to realize some things about yourself and the
Yeah.
people around you too, actually,
Yeah.
because it's very easy to masquerade one thing as another. So we could be telling ourselves we're talking to the people we care about, and we're expressing ourselves, and we're answering questions honestly,
Oh yeah, but then
but
we're not.
in reality we're
I
not.
think it's
So
shading me.
sorry, just a bit. I'm shading myself too, just a bit, but
Yeah, I think my thing is just that like it's not like a conscious. I don't
I feel like that's
realize
worse, because like that
that
means
I'm
it's
doing it.
automatic,
Like
right?
it's later on that I'm like, oh, I didn't like share this part of myself intentionally.
Huh. Giving mastermind. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
it's
for.
giving creating an image, which is what we've talked about as well. Though.
Nice tie-in. Nice tie-in.
Mm.
But here's the thing now. So you know how our entire mantra on this podcast is to be the most authentic version of yourself.
Mm.
So what happens, right, when the version of you like is why are you chuckling? I haven't even said anything. The version of you like is the version of you who happens to be accepted. Like,
That's fine. Then you're
and it's fine.
lucky,
So
I
you're
guess,
fine to be
huh?
fake.
You're
Like,
great. You're not fake. You're you, huh? Oh, you mean the
no, it's
version
true.
of yourself you
Yes.
like you mean the version of
Like,
yourself
the
that you
reason why, like,
are?
yes, what if what gives you your validation is like you're perfectly
Yeah,
fine
but then
being.
that means you don't like yourself, does it? That means like
I could like what I
if you
see
have
in
to
others.
be if you have to be okay. Let me take that back. I don't know if it means that you don't like yourself, but like, have you come to terms with those other parts of yourself?
have you even realized that there's other parts of yourself? Because it sounds like
I mean, at the end of the day, isn't it just like you being what feels best to you? And like, if that is what feels best to you, isn't that sort of authentic to you? I mean, like, cause like the whole problem comes when like people identify you as something that you know that you're not as, and then it makes you feel bad, or like it makes you feel like that's where it's when you don't feel good about it, huh? Does that make sense?
so. If you feel good about it, it's fine.
But then when you say it like that, it
No,
sounds
no,
like it's
because that's the thing.
entirely at your
Is
discretion, right?
no,
But
no,
it
no,
is though.
no.
It should be at your discretion.
So, guys, let me put everybody now on game. So, if you're a consistent listener on
Mm-hmm.
this pod, you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of figure out that I'm not an antagonist or anything, but
Okay.
I really I enjoy tackling these things. I like breaking them down. I like
Mm,
being able to go back on conversations and be like, oh yeah, this what happens if this happens, this is it's like
mm,
context mapping in my head.
mm-hmm.
It's like I want to see how far you can take this, like how in depth are you about this thing.
Yeah.
So with us now, okay, take the first episode for example, society, and we were like,
Yeah.
I it was very important to me that we established that
Yeah.
yes, we
Oh,
do
yeah, you do. You
certain
actually do
so
that a lot. You always want to make sure that like
now we're
the
covering both
explanation
sides, like
is all
everything
right.
is
Yeah, it's like
exactly
yeah,
we need to be
everything
all
is
encompassing.
safe. Yeah.
So I'm doing that now with the entire core of what this podcast is supposed
Is
to be.
yeah.
All right, so that was the point of the initial question.
Yeah.
It all ties together.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get you. I see what you did.
So yeah,
But then, like, I get what you're saying, though. Like, if everyone likes this version of yourself that you're putting out, and then
and
you
that
like
makes you
that, and that
feel
makes
good.
you feel good. But the thing is that, like, um, is it possible for everybody to like a version of you, though?
Probably not, but
There's
it
always like
is.
a version of you that other people would that some people would prefer over others. Isn't that the whole point of like switching in between those personalities? Like, you can't say that it's not you, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't say that it's not you because like you're still that person, but you amplify those sides of yourself when you're around certain people because you know that they will like that and like that makes you feel great. But like that's not the point. Is it the whole point is being able to bring all sides of you together and say this is me and like I am all these things at once.
So if I'm following, then the only criteria in which it would be okay is if this, whatever side of you they quote unquote prefer or whatever part of you they validate,
You did not amp
you're
for
not.
their pleasure.
So it must be within your natural.
Pleasure, yeah.
All right.
When you say
Okay.
must, like, but it's like it's almost like it's a must, isn't it? I feel like fulfillment comes when you fulfill yourself in all ways, you know. And like if you're fulfilling yourself in one way around people, aren't you suppressing like another part of yourself and focusing on that particular fulfillment? Aren't we like people who are like varied, you know? If that makes any sense.
It does make sense, but it brings up further questions
Mm-hmm.
because then it's like, can you ever, going by our logic, can you ever truly be fulfilled? Because remember, okay, let's take
I think you
ourselves.
can.
You can. There's a way to.
I think you can. I think like fulfillment you can be fulfilled by like chasing what fulfills you because like in a way aren't you fulfilling that
Yes, but
thing?
here's the thing though, because remember how you just explained that whatever is fulfilling you, for it to be good for you and to be all of that, nothing else must be being suppressed at that point in time.
Yes.
So take career based fulfillment, for example, now,
Okay.
right? We want to be great, we want to be wealthy, we want to be rich. That involves pursuing that thing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's smiling too much. Yeah, like what?
I'm trying to understand you. I'm
Okay,
trying to
okay,
see where
okay,
you're coming from.
okay. So while looking at career based fulfillment now, you know you have to chase this thing.
Yeah.
And if somewhere along the line during that pursuit you feel good,
Mm-hmm.
there's a very slim line between that and being a workaholic. Because yes, this thing is fulfilling you. The pursuit is nice, it's fulfilling, but
Mm-hmm.
something else is probably
You have
giving.
to be okay with that.
Exactly. So
No. But that's not what I'm. That's not you. That's you still being though. If like being you becomes you becoming like a workaholic, like you're not suppressing anything. You're choosing like what you want to do. Like this is what you. It's not about when I say like you're not suppressing anything, right? Is that like everything I said everything is like working. You are some of
Of parts.
you are a sum total, right? And like if that is like you pursuing something that fulfills you, you still have to make sacrifices to be yourself.
Hmm. What, what,
Do
what,
you
what?
understand what I'm saying? Like, as in, like, to if you want to achieve something and you have a goal that will fulfill you, you probably have to make some sort of sacrifice to achieve that goal. But it is fulfilling. That's the difference. That's what this. That's when the sacrifice and the labor is not in. It's not. It's not for somebody else. It is still for you. It is part of being like you. It's part of what you're giving yourself for. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does. I have been convinced.
Okay.
I'm satisfied
I
now.
hope I didn't
Yes.
confuse anybody.
If you're confused, I would advise replaying previous episodes as well as this one,
Yeah.
because I think the more Frida exposure you get, like the easier it becomes to
To understand what
exactly
I'm
to
saying.
synthesize the information she's giving you.
Because, like, bro, the amount of people that say I don't really understand you outweighs like the amount of people who do those. So I always have to check in. It's like my favorite thing to say immediately after I say something. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that you can tell me. Because I'm so used to some people being like, no, I don't
but
understand.
like what if what if they say yes, I understand, but you don't believe them, and then you're like, oh yeah,
No,
explain
whenever
what I
someone, but
said.
it's the way someone says yes. Oh, sometimes, yeah. There's somebody that I have spoken to that I always had to say, explain it to me, and they were
I'm
always
so
wrong.
dead.
They were always wrong. Like,
Just like they drop was.
bruh, literally, like, no, but like, I hear the conviction. I also like when someone has explained something to me that I hear that like it has taken, like, they really like try their best to express themselves. Once I completely understand them, I always say I understand you perfectly, so that you feel without a doubt that you are understood. Do you understand?
Hmm.
Like, I like to give that clarity to people, and I think it helps. Like I think yeah, it helps when I say that. Like there's no room for.
There's no
And if I
comment.
don't
There's no.
understand
I
you,
will
but you
tell
know,
you
so
I
you
don't
see the
understand.
thing. What if I complete understand is not what you wanted me to understand? But I don't think so, though, because when I say back what they said to me,
It tallies.
it tallies with what they said. So
Hmm.
I wish I had got that more. I know I'm shit at expressing myself in with words.
Which is a crazy thing for a writer to say, but
No, I said I mean I think I'm sorry, not words. I mean like I think I'm just expressing myself like with like verbally.
vocally.
That's what
Oh,
I
okay,
mean.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
vocally.
okay. I feel. Hmm.
Yeah,
All right. Checks out. I am satisfied.
yeah. Thank God.
I am
It's so
actually
hard to
satisfied.
satisfy you, eh?
Now
Guy.
wow, now
Like
wow.
literally, yeah.
CPR, man. What the
Like
fuck?
literally, like the episode I did with Shame, like it was literally other I was trying so hard to like get, he would always like he would argue with me about like it was such a trying process because like I could always see where you were like coming from, but like in my mind I just expect you to understand what I'm saying when I say it the first time, right? But then like it made me like realize that like it is easier to express yourself when you are informed.
Hmm.
The more
True.
you know about something and the more grounded you are in the knowledge of something, like it's so much easier for you to speak because you know what you're talking about.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that actually tracks. Because every time, guys, ignore what she's saying. I was not trying to argue. Like, I just wanted to. This exact same
No, no,
thing
no.
I
Like
did
he
now.
brought valid concerns.
Yes.
He was the one that brought. I feel like I mentioned it. Like he brought the valid concern of like the difference between guilt and shame, which was like something that you really brought my mind towards, and I'm like I had to do like the searching within, the searching online, and be like, okay, well, this is it. This is what the difference is, and I can say that clearly to you because I am informed and I
And I was
understand it.
satisfied, most importantly. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm so dead.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, no,
So
no,
so yeah. So note to everybody, try and
yeah,
be informed.
informed, yeah,
Yeah.
like, I really wanted to like. This is something I'm thinking about. This is one of the things when I really, it really dawned on me, like because like that researching, like when you talk like and it is backed up by real evidence, like when you can actually say for a fact that you know what you're saying, like it gives you more confidence, right? The problem is that some people might like be too obsessed with like facts. Some people are too factual. It's not just about facts, right? It's also about like feelings. You have to marry the two together. You have to marry knowledge with like emotional intelligence. Why the fuck is he laughing?
Inside joke, inside joke. When I hear you marry, I think something else.
You have to like marry the two together. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I totally follow. Right.
Yeah, so like the more you learn, like the more knowledge you have about something, the more established you are in it. It all goes back to like
And the
learning more
easier it
about
becomes
it,
to
and the
express
easier it
yourself
becomes to
and to
express yourself.
address people's
Mm-hmm.
grievances without feeling
Feeling like
attacked. Because
exactly,
if you know enough
exactly.
about something, you can kind of you can
Yeah, and you
identify
very well,
where
and
they would have
also
questions.
identify other perspective as well, because you're like really like discovering things, and like you're seeing things. Your mind is opening up. So the line for like dissent or disagreement is reducing, because like even if you don't like inherently agree, you
You
can
can see,
understand.
yeah,
Yeah, and like that makes it easier for you to relate.
and
Do you
not be
understand?
aggrieved. Yeah,
Relate, and like
totally.
relate properly, like relate like in a good way. Like you know, like, I feel like most of the best conversations I've had lately is like we don't agree on the same thing, but like
You leave
because of what
understanding
I
another perspective.
understand, like I can see where your perspective is coming from, and you can see where mine is coming from, and then like we just share, and I take something from it, even, and you take something from what I have said, because we've understood each other. We don't necessarily have any change of like opinion necessarily, but like we have a more open,
A
like
broader
a
understanding.
broader understanding, and like it will translate to something else eventually. That's
Hmm.
like, yeah, that's like knowledge is power, guys. Everybody we say it, and we're tired of hearing it because we don't want to, like, like have been informed, like, yeah, figuring out things, like, getting to the bottom of things through actual research. Like it doesn't have to, you don't have to research just because you're writing a paper. It can be so that like you know more, and then like if you know more, you also become more interesting, because like you have like so many more things to like talk about. There's more to you.
Yeah.
So do you know at some point you become all you know?
I feel like that's the case right from the get go now. Because think about it, what more
You
could you
are
possibly be
BB,
beyond what you
you
know?
know. Yeah,
Right? So
yeah, actually. So
motivation to read, guys.
yeah,
I
so
know we're
like,
not
or
talking
it
about
must even be like you can like colonize it,
mm,
just like colonize it,
mm,
like as in like
mm.
teaching doesn't have to be in this. You can also like learn through people. Like if you find something like interesting and like you want to know more, you can always go. I like that's what made me realize that I like to listen to podcasts, because like it's like an on the go way of me to like, for me to like learn more without actually like trying. Then it was not like from listening to podcasts and stuff, like it made me now want to now, maybe this is particular to me, to want to like Google, and like now like literally every word I see, I have a perception of the meaning, like, but like I've never actually Googled this word before. I Google it immediately, and then like if I come back to this again, I forget the meaning of the word, I still use the implied meaning, I go back and I read it again, so that like there's like some fundamental understanding when something is written down or when a word is used. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So,
I get that.
mm.
Hmm. Look at you can glamorize research. Before-
And it's fun too. That's such a nerd thing for me to say, but
really?
it's actually really interesting when you're like, because like, oh, we discount, like, I feel like if you're such a fictional reader, you kind of discount how like people who publish like journals and like philosophy, you might, if you're not like, your mind isn't there, it might come off as boring. But like when you like just like read any, like a tech article can be so interesting. It just depends on how it is like given to you and how you understand it, right? So like it doesn't have to feel like it's boring or like it's like draining. Like you can find someone that gives you information in a way that pleases you to receive it. Maybe that's
Hmm.
like me inherently like telling you to seek your bias, but apparently bias is in everything. So why not just like do you with how you go about like finding out things? And now if this information is selective for you to hear, like, just at least just like so that we have the
Here
information
I'm
on
first, bro. Like,
hand,
bro.
like exactly. So yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. This is short and sweet. I like it. I am living here fulfilled. Like I'm okay. Like I'm satisfied. So the next thing I find gripes with.
Okay. So we're probably reaching This was actually a very short episode.
Short and sweet, guys. Short and sweet.
Like, I don't think we knew where we were headed, but like where we went was great, I think. Not being biased, but I guess biased at the same time. But so, like, yeah, Frida said what do you think? What do you have to say?
For the Odera Says what portion of this, I think I think we're sticking to the overall theme that we need to be honest with ourselves. It's one thing to be observant, like, right? You could be trying your best to answer honestly. Yeah. You could be trying your best. Exactly. Or what you feel like you're supposed to, as opposed to what you actually want.
Yeah.
So it's very important to ask yourself these questions. Don't just answer it half-heartedly. Ask yourself counter questions, like the way I try to get.
Yeah, the way you try to bombard me.
Not bombard, but yeah. So essentially, we need to be thorough with ourselves.
Yeah.
And
with the questions that we ask.
Thank you. In how we answer them as well, because don't just dodge it or like give surface level answer, catchy answer. Sorry, I mean audience. So yeah, that's what I say.
And I say that knowledge is power, and being informed could probably help you, be more confident in yourself and in what you say. Yeah, so information is key. That's what I say. So, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Third time the charm.
I have the most caps now, guys.
Yeah, and if you like this episode, please share it with your friends, people who you think need to hear or answer these questions. Like, follow, subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts. We also have a WhatsApp community. So yeah, follow us everywhere and like comment, talk to me. I'm begging you, literally, I'm literally begging, talk to me. I so want to hear what you have to say. Thank you for listening, and till the next one, guys.
#Frida Fridays.
#Frida Fridays. Bye.